Coming up on today's news.
We're covering the Global Ideas debate, the upcoming student elections, the Career Management Skills Awards ceremony, the Great Start Project, Easter ski trip, and UWSU Ball. We'll also find out top news in sports and what's on in London with Greg Sluka.
Hello everyone and welcome to Smoke News. My name is Tom Rich.
And I'm Julia Kim. We're starting with the Global Ideas debate, which took place last Thursday at Cavendish campus. The economic future, what's the real solution debate, saw key economic thinkers presenting views and solutions on the economic crisis. Let's take a look.
The event took place today on March the 8th. We had an excellent turnout. I think there must have been at least 150 people here, and we had many more people on live stream. It's the first event, I think, at Westminster where a society has done it on live stream.
I thought it was very interesting. There were two very clear, concise presentations. There were very heated up rebuttals, and question and answer sessions were very interesting.
I felt that lots of participants had contributed positively to the debate. There were slight hiccups here and there.
I thought it was very biased towards the GIS. I thought that the rest of us weren't allowed to ask questions as much. I feel it was very biased and they'd sort of ignored half the room basically.
I don't study at Westminster, so it's a real opportunity to actually come down and see some kind of an event like this when you're actually discussing topics which affect so many people all around the world, and you're actually discussing them in a good way, an academic way, and you're actually discussing solutions as well.
Now, we really have to congratulate those who received the Career Management Skills Awards last week.
The ceremony took place on Wednesday, March 7th at Regent's campus, and it celebrated the amazing performance of some lecturers and staff here at our university.
Well done, guys. Moving on, have you thought about running for this year's elections?
Who knows, you might be the next president or the vice president of your own campus.
And the best thing is that unlike this role, it's paid.
Here's the Chief Executive of the Students' Union to tell us a little bit more about the roles.
Hi, I'm Nick Berg. I'm the Chief Executive of the Student Union, which is the senior staff role. And I just want to talk a bit about the full-time elected positions that are coming up in the elections and explain a bit about what they do and who they might appeal to. There are 5 full-time roles within the Student Union. These people are paid and they're often referred to as sabbatical officers, and that's because they take a sabbatical or break from their studies. There are 5 roles. One is the president, who is in overall charge of the union, the principal spokesperson, and they work across the university. Any student who's currently registered as a student can stand for that post. But we also have 4 new vice president roles, and each of those equates to the main campuses of the university and is almost like the president of that site. So we have a vice president for Harrow, one for Cavendish, one for Marylebone, and one for Regents and Titchfield. And those posts are only available to the people who studied at those sites. So to stand for the Vice President post at Cavendish, you have to have been a student in life sciences or in electronics and computer science. And the idea behind this is that across that team of 5 people, we will have a real balance of different types of students within our full-time officer team, so that every part of the university is represented, and the very different experiences that students have and the concerns they have at different sites is fully reflected with the union. So the union always reflects the entirety of the university and is not too much dominated by one part. Many of you out there will think, I would really like to take this challenge on and will stand to be candidates for these new vice president roles and take the student union into what hopefully will be a really effective future.
Next up, some more paid work opportunities here at Westminster. University Extended Board approved the Great Start Project, which consists of current students taking new students through a detailed induction process.
Those who will look after the new entrants will be recruited and trained accordingly, and they will be called Friends of Arriving New Students, aka fans. It'll be a great start to the university life, but also a great opportunity for fans to develop new skills.
If you think you'd be a great fan, visit the UWSU website for details on how to apply. This year, the April holiday brings with it not just the Easter and the chocolate eggs, yum, but also a ski trip in France, in the Alps.
The trip starts on April the 6th, and it costs £359, including travel, accommodation, ski pass, and my personal favourite, the bar crawl. I think that's a bit of a bargain.
For bookings, contact the Snow Sports Society, and I'd say do it as soon as possible to make sure you secure your place.
Now, we all know that the run-up to exams and deadlines can be an extremely stressful time. But another one of our inspirational students has been working hard to try and help other students.
Fiona Malpass, a psychology student, has been organising talks about issues relating to mental health in students.
The first one took place last week when Mooj Ahmet from a charity called Triumph Over Phobia came in to talk to students about anxiety, its effects and how to cope with it. Keep an eye out on the UWSU website for upcoming events.
And now it's time to catch up with the Student School Association, who put on another great event at Area 51 last Thursday to showcase Westminster's fabulous talent. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Georgia, and this is the Discovery Open Mic Jam Night. People who do music on this campus, because usually we don't get to see them, and apparently they're quite good.
Someone said to come down, you know, free Nando's voucher, and the music's actually really, really good.
Voucher, yeah. Apparently it's valid in Harrow and it's at Nando's that date, yeah. So get yourself along.
It's like a diverse group of people, so that's a lot of fun because you get to meet everyone from like around the campus, and all of the bands are different. It's not just like one genre of music, so I liked it a lot.
The SSA is the Student School Association, which is from students for students, putting on cheap, affordable events that is designed for everyone rather than just one group of person. And hopefully it's going to be first Thursday of every month.
We tell everyone, come down to the next time they have a little jam session. Good fun, good drinks, good music, good company.
Moving on now, So Fresh and So Clean put on yet another successful trip to Amsterdam last weekend.
A staggering 300 students went on the trip this year. Isn't it great how so many of our students want to take in Amsterdam's culture?
I've heard it called one or two things in my time, but culture is a new one. We managed to catch up with a few of the students on their way home.
Oh yeah, it was wicked.
Amazing.
So good. Amsterdam was low. Amsterdam was amazing.
Wedding month.
The people, the party, the streets, the museums, everything's worth it. Like, if you're considering it, do it. Are you sure? Trust me.
What happens in Dam stays in Dam. I think I'll be on that trip next year.
Also, another exciting event is coming up in April, the glittering UWSU Ball. The event will showcase the best of UWSU, including our sports clubs, societies, Smoke Media, course reps and volunteers. We'll have a special guest speaker on the night, and the UWSU sabbatical officers will be in attendance.
It'll take place on Thursday the 5th of April at Chelsea Football Club. Tickets are £55. Another opportunity to wear my cheeky little cocktail dress.
You mean my cheeky little cocktail dress? I'm still waiting on that.
Well, who's a little better on? Sorry.
Next up, top news in sports.
It was the big game at Sussex on Wednesday as the men's football first team played in the semi-finals of the BUCS Southern National Cup.
Well, we're down here at the University of Sussex Sports Complex. Got here about half an hour ago. We were told on arrival the game might get cancelled. As you can see behind me, that's the first team pitch there. There's a couple of puddles, but Sussex have managed to get the game back on.
The cancellation meant the boys were not as mentally prepared as they could have been. They powered through a tough first half but conceded 2 goals. The team changed formation and began to dominate possession. Manager Rack gave a motivating team talk at half-time and encouraged the boys to get back on top form. Despite a much stronger second half, several missed opportunities meant a place in the finals was lost, with the game ending 2-0 to Sussex.
We should have won, but I'm happy. Like, we put it in our hardest, we put 100%. They shouldn't have won, but at the end of the day, I could go home happy. We played to our best of our ability.
The boys are now looking forward to the league, where they're currently 1 win away from sitting top of the table.
And now Greg will tell us what else is on in London.
Thanks guys. Hello and welcome to What's on London, bringing you the best of London life. These are my 2 top picks of the week. First up is Lucha Britannia, where you can dress up as your favourite Mexican wrestler and wrestle for glory. Tickets are limited, and if you want to go and just dress up, several cabaret performances along with a DJ will keep you amused. The Smoke TV team asked me to dress up and I said no. Next one's one for all my fellow Scots. The Keighley Club this Saturday promises a night of Scottish country dancing with style. And if you've never tried it, what are you waiting for? It's great fun. For more information and prices, check out our blog, smokelondon.wordpress.com. And now for something different. I caught up with student band Black Donalds earlier for a chat about what's coming up for them. Guys, you are the Black Donalds. What's on?
Well, we just recently finished a new song called Red Velvet Cakes. It's a very gloomy, dance-inducing, electronic rock and roll song, I suppose.
And you guys can come and check that out on St Patrick's Day at the Monto Water Rats. That's the 17th of March. That's a Saturday. Yeah, we'd love to see all you guys there.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on Smoke News.
Cheers.
And if you want to catch up on all the stories from this week, tune in to Smoke Radio this Friday at 11 AM for the Smoke Radio Roundup.
Thanks for watching and see you next week.